She might have made a promise to herself saying, do you know what, I'm not going to take life for anymore, I've just lost everything. So that's her promise.
Yeah, but you're surely going to slip up at times.
No, you can make promises to yourself all the time.
No, but slip up on...
It's not slipping up, it's just retracting from the promise that you've made yourself. Enough people make themselves promises.
That's slipping up, Ivy.
Yeah.
It's not slipping up.
It is slipping up.
That's retracting on the promise you made. It's just a nice way of jazzing up the fact that you fucking slipped up.
It's like me saying, you know, I'm going to say thank you every time someone gives me something, and then I'd forget to. I wouldn't say
because you slipped up.
I'd say maybe I wasn't consciously trying.
You fucking slipped up.
But slipped up sounds like...
But it's the same thing. It might sound harsher.
The word slipped up is more like I told a lie and I forgot that I told a lie. Slipped up, I look at the word slipped up as in, you know, someone who's been deceitful. And
no way.
Forget.
Slipped up is making a mistake.
Yeah, well, let's say make a mistake then. If you look at slipped up as like, I look at slipped up, the word slipped up as like someone who's lied and then forgot that they lied and then slipped up and told the whole story.
I just don't see that term that way.
But does that bother you that she's happy?
Seemingly bothers her.
No. The only thing that bothers me is the
It does, doesn't it?
No, hang on a second. Don't automatically assume, right? What pisses me off, I genuinely think she's great. So I love her positive outlook on life, and I think we have a lot to learn from her, okay, genuinely. But yeah, the new battery song pisses me off. And another thing, the other thing that pisses me off about it is the you're my babes, when I've seen you 2 minutes ago, and I told you then I was okay.
That's just her being friendly.
See, she's not actually that like that with people actually have a conversation. Do you think it's that she actually has fuck all to say to you? Basically, she has, maybe you two just have nothing to say to each other, and maybe she's not very comfortable with
awkward silence,
sitting there in silence, because silence with somebody you have nothing to say to is the most awkward of all.
Yeah.
But silence that
No,
you've
it's
got
not.
to say to, you both
It's actually not, because what me and Sunshine is very, very mutual. We know we don't have something.
Someone I don't know is into, I will make like fill the gaps myself because I feel so uncomfortable. So you alright? Yeah. Yeah. That was nice. In a way.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't it such a lovely day? I would really need to.
I can't do that.
See, I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot.
I'd rather stand in
like,
silence.
When other people say, I'm just like, yeah, cool, yeah. Don't expect me to say, yeah, fine, yeah, you, yeah. No, not going to happen, because, do you know what I mean? I'm not sappy. I'm just like not going to be fake.
You know, in the mornings.
I'm not going to be fake.
You don't need battery, is it throughout the day?
No, specifically mornings.
Oh, just say to her. Can you just take my battery from me? Because I'm not a big morning person. She'll be like, yeah, cool. And walk off. Won't think anything of it. She's really not bothered about. I think her aim is just to have a good time while she's here. And if other people are having a good time, great. If they're not, she'll talk to you and tell you that you should. And if not, she'll just continue. She won't let no one ruin this experience for her. No one will ruin this experience for her because she's so adamant that she's going to have a good time.
And she wants it so bad, yeah.
So she's not going to let anybody ruin it. And fair play to her. I think you need something shit like that to happen to you for you to go, do you know what? I have nothing but respect for her because she probably woke me out of my little bubble. I can't wait to see her and say, I'm sorry. Just talking to her just made me realise how anal and highly strung and how difficult I have been on the outside world when it comes to telling, not all the time, but on occasions. And she said, you always think that you're going to have someone forever and you never think it's going to be you, and then it's just gone. She told me the whole story. It was horrible. Horrible story. Awful. Still now when I think about it,
What happened?
Oh my God. Awful. Awful. He said that her other, he was she just knew. And I think she rang his boss and said, what's going on? I can't help him. And the boss knew but didn't want to tell her. She said, oh no, don't know, I haven't heard what from him, I don't know where he is, and just pretended that he hadn't spoken to him. Then he went and spoke to her, rang her mum when she was at the house, and she could see her mum's face. And before her mum could even tell her, she knew something was wrong. And said that she just ran outside and just broke down on the floor. And then for a while she didn't cry, she didn't do anything. She was just so.
No.
And they just got married. They just got their house, and she said they were like best friends. And she was the happiest girl. She was one of these people who would walk around and be like, I've got the best life in the world. She was one. He said I was so happy because I was excited about it, and told me the whole story. I've never ever felt so much pain for somebody that I only just met. Like, you know, like the whole story. She painted the whole picture out, explained it. Like, oh my God, it was.
How did he die?
In an accident at work.
Did he fall?
Isn't that how John James's dad died as well?
Joyce's dad died. Joyce's dad died. He got stabbed.
What? No way.
Do you know what I mean? It's horrible.
We all have different paths, different troubles, different
They
struggles.
all kind of do this. Do you think it's strange? Even though, like with me and you, this is weird for me. We both might have started here, but then we went like this, and then we still ended up. No matter what happened, when we were in Newsdale, whatever year that was, 1998. I was in year 8 then, so 1999, year 8, year 8, me, year 9. No matter what happened, from that point, we were supposed to meet at some, but not. But that wasn't the right time. Because why on this planet would we both be together and never even have a conversation with each other? Because it wasn't meant to happen until now, and that's what's weird. I really believe that we're all supposed to. You are supposed to cross the people that you cross.
Definitely.
And isn't it strange that we're in a house of how many people, and 3 or maybe more parents have died from, like, or had lost somebody in a not conventional way of just old age.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people being murdered, people being injured in machinery, whatever happened to John. That is just insane.
Totally. I'm gonna make a really conscious effort now. Yeah, her mom died of breast cancer. Yeah, I'm gonna make a really conscious effort not to be a snappy bitch.
You just gotta be yourself, but maybe be a little bit more open-minded, and maybe if you wanted to. If you wanted to get to know it, I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
We've got hours in here. What else have we got to do?
Well, yeah, no, we had a great conversation at the start, towards the start.
She was probably funny when she was at dinner, because I was doing that cigarette thing, and it's, when you're on your own, it feels a lot worse than when someone's with you. And she was doing it on her own, and I come over and she was like, I feel so embarrassed. I'm just so embarrassed because I know that they're definitely going to show this, and I just feel really embarrassed. But I've got to do it. And it's just
They
funny.
knew we would do it, which is why they haven't given us any.
It's okay to get irritated, isn't it, like that?
Of course it is. Babe, I've been
'Cause I'm not normally
irritated
like
with some
this.
people
I'm
in here that I
genuinely
wish
not
I
like
hadn't
this.
been
You've been what?
irritated with some people in here that I really wish didn't want to be irritated by.
But don't you find it
Like, I don't want to be irritated by
Don't
Nathan
you
or
find
Carmen.
all these questions?
I don't. Doing what?
My mum well gets on my tits.
Of course.
That's why me and these are the people we know. So imagine how irritated we can get by people we don't really even know.
And who, on the outside world, would probably never
I love my
fucking...
mum to bits, but she's told me some stories.
I wouldn't know
Even
people like Corin
interact
and
with.
Nathan in my real life.
No,
I know people like Nathan.
I don't hang out with any lads kind of thing.
He's a real lad.
Yeah, but I've got lots of lad mates, and he's not. They're not the same.
He is, in some respects, exactly what I said I didn't want to be in a house with when I was asked my least favourite type of housemate. But you know what? It's really strange because I actually do get on with him really well. But the idea of him, to me, is just so what I wouldn't like. It's like, yeah, laddie, this, blah, blah, blah. But actually, we have a lot more in common than I thought.
And that's the same, like, you know, I hang on with guys. When you say lads, my guys who I hang on aren't like that, if that makes any sense. That is like the real, like, pinnacle of laddiness, you know. And he's only 24, 25, and he's about 30.
He's 26.
But, like, when I first met him, I was like, it's going to be a struggle. Day 1, 2, so have you had darling? I was like, do you know what? Yes. We're hanging out with people that normally we would run a mile away from. Aren't we? Normally we'd be
Totally.
like, Do you know what I mean? Definitely.
Yeah, but you two are the kind of people I'd be friends with on the outside.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
we'd
like...
end up in meetings somehow, like...
But like, you know, me and Sunshine would never be friends on the outside.
Me and Ben, me and Dave.
Yeah.
Because...
I've got some friends a bit like Sunshine, like who I've met in work, like... And I know how to deal with them to a point. But normally they all stem from having really rich parents who have been spoiled, for the ones I know. Her story's different, so that's what makes it a bit different, isn't it?
I've just worked out why I like Sunshine more than you guys do. I've always had this thing that my friends like to call my hero complex.